What's up, you guys? Godzilla Fan Freaks coming at you today with another figure review. And today we have another Titanic Creations original figure. This is a figure that I picked up from my local Tucson Kaiju Festival that I hosted and created. And had Titanic Creations there as a special vendor. And how dumb of it would it have been of me to not get Titanic Creations mascot Titanicus in person. And so that is the one thing that I bought at my festival this year, is the Titanic Creations Titanicus figure. Let's just get right on into this figure review. Look at the box. Again, thank you to Titanic Creations for being at my Tucson Kaiju Festival. It was truly an honor, and look forward to working with you guys in the future for sure. So we have a very nice, clear plastic box here. Of course, you have the Titanic Creations, logo and picture here on the top. You have Titanicus, the name right there. Even though it's a very simple box, I love the way that it came out. A very nice, cityscape here inside. You would see the figure. That cityscape wraps around both sides. And then finally, on the other side here, you have a very nice artwork picture of Titanicus in the cityscape. So just thought that that's overall great. On the bottom, just Titanic Creations logo, and that's about it. So pretty simple box, but still awesome nonetheless. Get that off to the side here. And now let's look at Titanicus himself. Go ahead and get zoomed right back on in here. And let's take a look at this awesome figure. So yes, if you guys do not know, Titanicus is basically the mascot for Titanic Creations. It is their meat and potatoes, kaiju, their first kaiju that they created. And if you don't really know the lore of Titanicus, I actually like the lore and backstory of this guy. So as we all know, there's that picture, right, that's floating around online of the GMK Godzilla swimming underwater, and the Titanic ship hits Godzilla's spines, and that's technically what sunk the Titanic. As much as I do like that picture, I like an original kaiju idea just that much more, especially since Titanic Creations did make his center spine here. Actually, it looks like it's an iceberg, and it's not. I don't know if it's actually an iceberg. I should have bought a copy of the comic. Mac, if you watch this, I'm sorry. I totally just spaced on picking up a comic, so I don't know everything about Titanicus here. But yeah, so that's the whole thing, is that this is what the Titanic hit and sank, hence the name Titanicus. So I do like an original kaiju here, that this is the kaiju that sunk the Titanic. I like that little piece of lore. But just to get straight on into this figure review, you guys, let's go right on into it with paint applications. Titanicus here looking great. I love the frosted kind of grayish skin with a little bit of black mixed in there. I think that just looks great. I love these, lighter bone ivory colors here for these patches on his chest and lower abdomen area. Same thing for his claws on his hands and his feet. I love the transition of the blue on all the spines. It just looks absolutely beautiful in my opinion. I love the dark blue here, going into the light blue, and then going into the white. Not only just on the big one here, but the whole, his whole spine. And even just individually done, I love that they were able to keep the base color of Titanicus here pretty much intact going down the tail. That was very well done. And talk about what a wild tail Titanicus has. I just love this down here at the end. Again, just all the colors just look amazing. He has plain white eyes. Teeth are very nicely painted. And inside his mouth, you have a very nice orangish red. Overall, fantastic paint applications. Just looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely wonderful original kaiju. Detail. Oh, this figure is just, it's very hefty. It's very solid. So, I mean, don't expect like a hollow type of Bandai type figure. This is a very hunky, junky, not junk, but, you know, hunky plastic. I don't know why I said hunky junky. Hunky chunky is what I meant to say. He's very solid. This is a very solid figure. So definitely, you know, all the detail in there is very just nicely etched in. All the scales, again, all the spines and the spikes, even around the face in here, just look absolutely wonderful. Horn has a little bit of a warpage to it, but I should be able to straighten that back out. But you know what? It really doesn't bother me all that much. But yeah, no, all the detail and everything just looks great. Looks fantastic. All the spines, all the scaly skin, the etching on this, you know, his chest armor and abdomen pieces, claws, just everything. Look at all this detail. Just what a wonderful figure. I love it. I just think it looks great. You can just see it all there, all the teeth, the tongue. Just looks awesome. Titanic Creations, again, you know, I'm kind of late to the party with this one, but great job. Great job. Articulation, just because, again, Titanic Creations is, you know, they're an indie company. You know, they don't have crazy budgets in the world to pull off necessarily, you know, SH Monster Arts or anything like that. But that's okay. This guy is kind of, you know, kind of goes back to Bandai. Minus the tail, you do have the arms that just kind of swing. You know, you can point them up, down. You can spin them all the way around if you want. So his arms do have wide range of motion. And then, of course, the legs. If you move the arms out of the way, for the most part, you can get a full 360 bend out of the legs. And that's about it. But that's okay. You know what? I'm not huge on a bunch of articulation. I don't necessarily do a bunch of like stop motion and stuff like that. It is nice to get dynamic poses out of things. But I do love the old school aesthetic of a very basic articulation for a figure. I mean, it's kind of what I grew up with. It's what a lot of us grew up with Trendmasters, Bandais. It was all just spin those arms, spin the tails. You know, sometimes the tails wouldn't even have anything. You'd just have the arms and the legs. And you know what? That's fine with me. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Next on, scaling. Let's go into scale. Of course, I got to scale him with my other Titanic Creations figure. We got to have Titanicus and Gorgo in the same shot, and they look absolutely wonderful together. So I'm very happy to now have 2 Titanic Creations products in my collection. 3 if you count the Gorgo plush that I have. Looking forward to their 30 centimeter Gorgo in the future. And then, of course, I am looking forward to the other licensings and rights that they were talking about. I do believe Reptilicus was out there. Who even knows, you know? I would even accept a giant claw. The giant behemoth, please. Yes. I would love those. You know, Beast from 20,000 Fathoms would be fun too. But I think all of that stuff is kind of in talks and in the works. I just love that Titanic Creations brings us not only awesome original kaiju, but they also bring us, you know, licensings, official licensings for kaiju figures that have never really been made and are finally giving some love to some of those kaiju. So Titanic Creations, thank you again for everything that you do. You guys put in the hard work. We just click the buttons for the buy or pre-order, and you guys, you know, are doing all that hard work. And again, thank you to Mac Titanic Creations for being at my Tucson Kaiju Festival. It was truly an honor, and I can't wait to have you guys back in the future. Next on, of course, let's scale him with your basic 6-inch Bandai. That way people have that idea. Pretty much almost the same height, you know, with the horns and everything. He basically comes up to Godzilla's height there. And they look fantastic together, if you ask me. You know, I could totally see Titanicus teaming up with Godzilla. Or, you know, if they had their differences and had a little spout spat, you know, why not? And then finally, let's just throw in SH Monster Arts in there. Since he's here, let's just showcase that beautiful 1962 again. My favorite Goji. I love the 1962 Godzilla. He is my favorite Godzilla design. So let's just give this figure a little bit more love and have him compare with Titanicus. I actually like the way both of them kind of look. They kind of both almost have that same kind of chunky boy, you know, legs. I feel like if there was a Godzilla and Titanicus team up, it would be the 62 that would do it, because I think they just look fantastic. Look at that. They just look great together. See if I could do something fun here. I can't really rotate the hands or anything like that, but high five. I don't know. Handshake. But no, great sizing and scaling, if you ask me, with your Bandai figures, SH Monster Arts. You know, anything in that type of scale, that 6 to probably 8 inches, he would probably scale in very well with. And that just about does it, you guys, for this figure review on the Titanic Creations Titanicus figure. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like always, we are Godzilla fan freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to atomic blast that notification bell while you're at it. Smash the like button. Atomic blast the like button. Don't forget to like and follow Godzilla fan freaks over on Facebook and Instagram. And again, just hope you guys enjoyed. So like always, you guys, we are Godzilla fan freaks, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.